Why it's easier to blame Angelina Jolie than to acknowledge Brad Pitt could be abusive. Brad Pitt is the target of Angelina Jolie's repeated allegations of abuse. In a counter-complaint submitted as part of Pitt's lawsuit against his ex-wife over the sale of her holdings in their joint French winery, Chateau Marval, the actress provided additional details. During the flight in September 2016 that ended their marriage, Jolie alleged that Pitt was physically and emotionally abusive to Jolie and their children, who were then between the ages of 8 and 15. Unlike other high-profile celebrity abuse charges in recent memory, Pitt, who allegedly choked one of his children and slapped another in the face, has mostly avoided the wrath of the internet. When allegations involving Johnny Depp and Amber Heard were in the news, it was impossible to avoid the headlines, tweets, and views. There are a number of explanations for why Depp and Heard's legal disputes received more media attention than Pitt and Jolie's. Much of it is due to the nature of the challenges and preconceived assumptions that have existed since the couple's divorce began in 2016. Jolie has been accused of having an affair with Pitt since the beginning of their relationship, which started when Pitt was still wed to Jennifer Aniston. No matter who was unfaithful in their marriage, Pitt or Jolie, Jolie has always been the target of criticism. The PR staff for Pitt has benefited from this impression throughout Jolie's accusations against him. One of Pitt's representatives attacked Jolie's most recent countersuit claim as soon as it was made and refuted its veracity. In a statement given to CNN, they claimed that Jolie's tale continues to morph each time she recounts it with additional, unsupported assertions. Brad will not take credit for things he didn't do but has accepted responsibility for what he did. These latest charges are entirely false. This story reinforces what the general public already thinks about Jolie, exposing her as a truth-teller whose primary objective is to hurt the bullet train actor. According to a person close to Pitt, she keeps repeating, revising, and reimagining her account of an incident that occurred 6 years ago by including absolutely false facts every time she doesn't get her way. Her story is always changing. Pitt's account leaves out the reality that these are not merely Jolie's assertions. In the battle over full custody of her children, Jolie's own kid gave a defiant testimony against him. It is unusual for abuse charges to go unchallenged, and women who have been forced to make complaints are all too familiar with the negative effects of victim blaming. Jolie, like Heard, is battling a different beast, though. Throughout her lengthy career, she has maintained a variety of public personas, including attractive, stoic, independent, strong, and rarely vulnerable. Jolie is not a helpless victim and, through no fault of her own, is frequently despised. Even with all the evidence against Pitt, she has struggled to prevail in the court of public opinion because she lacks likability and a devoted fan following. Pitt, on the other hand, has consistently worked to maintain his reputation as one of Hollywood's most dependable heartthrobs. His on-screen characters are suave, humorous, and relatable individuals, and because of the parasocial bond his fans have with him, many of them probably carry similar traits into real life. Simply said, people don't want to accept Jolie's claims or believe her because they are too fond of Pitt and don't want to tarnish their opinion of him. Similar circumstances existed for Depp because, although losing his case against Heard in the UK, where his abuse of Heard was officially recognized, he was successful in winning the public's support in his defamation lawsuit in the US, which many believe contributed to his legal victory. Millions of admirers nationwide already liked the Pirates of the Caribbean actor. Therefore, it was simple for many to discount Heard's assertions. It obviously doesn't help that Pitt and Jolie's legal struggle isn't being broadcast on television, but it's much more difficult to make the public dislike someone they already love.